This was an interesting exercise. I don't want to call it a drill, and I want to point out that when the reason we didn't bring up the budget earlier is because we have a number of you calling it a drill, and a lot of the media calling it a drill. So when Senator McClintock talks about a debate, a lot of people have lost the value of debate, and unless you have something to do immediately, no one's got the tolerance for that, so it's called a drill. We're being sold short by many in this society. I want to, you have yours out there, and I'm glad you did. I think, as Senator Flores mentioned, you perhaps realize that this is a pretty damn difficult thing to do, particularly if you have looked at the neglect over the years, and we're trying to settle it all in the last pitch of the last inning of a game. It occurs to me that Senator McClintock and I are probably been in public office pretty much the longest time of people here. So we've presided over a lot of these conversations, and there isn't really much new that's been said. When I was a county supervisor, I was railing against you guys up here, and I know those of you that were county supervisors and the city council were doing the same damn thing. You've got yours out there, and we've put ours out, was the best approximation we felt fits the needs of this state and the condition that we're in. The governor has repeatedly said that, we should just be locked in a room with no potty privileges until we came out with a budget, because somehow it's our responsibility. But that's not accurate. The governor signs the budget, or he vetoes the budget. And he has said very clearly where he is, and if he doesn't get what he wants, he will veto the budget. So this is not a bicycle, it's a tricycle. And what we've been doing for months now is that the governor, and most recently he did this in early part of August with his August revision, he etched in stone, quote unquote, his budget. This is what I want, anything less I will veto, particularly on the budget reform, which is going on to a ballot that none of us are sure will exist for the next 2 years. But he has made very clear what he wants, and then I've been told, and I assume that my counterpart in the Assembly has been told the same thing, I've been told what you need, whoever you are, mass man, whoever it is, those 2 votes, I've been told repeatedly what you need to vote for this budget compromise. I have one thing to ask you. Why don't you stand up and tell me what you need? Put up the bid and tell me, this is what I will do to vote for this. Because you got somebody telling me now that is changing every time I talk to him what you need. So you tell me, whoever you are, stand up and tell us. This is the price that I exact to compromise on this budget. I'm not suggesting for a moment that it has to be something untoward or self-serving. A number of people have talked about some very legitimate back-end things that would help the economy, that could fix some of the things that, in fact, Senator Dutton talked about. But that's not what we're getting. If what it takes is 2 votes, and if those 2 votes the governor's identified, tell us. If you don't want to stand up publicly and say it, y'all come on to my office. Or meet me in a bar, dark bar. I'll deny just as much as you want to deny you were with me, I will deny you I was with you. All right? But please, and I'm not being facetious, it is angering and frustrating to constantly be told what you need for us to get a vote. And I'm no damn closer today than I was 3 months ago. So the next time we come up here, I would like the budget that goes up, if it's the one that the governor wants, I want 2 of you guys to pop out of your desks immediately. Be the first in line, not the last, the first. And if you can't do that, then please tell the governor what it is clearly that you want. Write it down and he can tell me. But I'm done guessing. I really am. And I'm really sorry that people are suffering the way that they are. And I know a lot of you have tried in good conscience and in good faith to suggest, let us appropriate the money that's necessary to keep the state running while we try to figure this out. But I can only control the things within my reach, as can you. The one thing all of us have in common is our vote. You ask me what I'll take to give you my vote, I'll tell you. I'd appreciate the same thing from you.